Honestly, folks, with that dramatic reading of today's gospel, I'm really surprised they didn't find a place in the movie for me. In the residence of the rectory, in my bathroom, I have a calendar. It is a gift from someone, and it is the outhouse calendar. Inside of it are very pictures of various outhouses. This one is on a peak, and it's in the background of the mountains with all the snow on in the foreground is a outhouse, properly built and sturdy, etc., but with snow all around it. And underneath it, they have little sayings. The saying for this month is, man can be sure of this, he has no time to waste. Wasn't expecting that on the calendar. But needless to say, it's there. I see it every morning. And so it's always stuck in my head, that verse inside there. I think, how true is it? You know, is that saying? Man has no time to waste. Every moment that God gives us is a gift from God. And I use this saying because it really kind of tells very well in today's gospel. You know, the story of the talents and how the three were given talents and how they used them. Two of them used them well, and they used all the gifts that God had given them in industry and what their master had taught them, you know, about bargaining and selling and negotiating, and they doubled what was given to them. But one was very fearful. And honestly, if we look at this story, wasn't going to do any hard, he wasn't going to break a sweat. He was going to do it the easy way. And so he just buried it. He didn't even put it in the bank to get any money on it. He just buried it and figured, well, I'll live to see another day. What do I have to worry? I'm not going to lose any sleep over this. Wow, what a wasted life. I mean, in this life, God gives us gifts not to be forgotten about or underutilized. He gives us gifts to utilize inside our lives. And he expects the same thing of us. Of all these gifts he's given to us, he wants us to use them to give his Father glory. And if we give his Father glory, he promises to give us abundant blessings. Not simple blessings, not little blessings, abundant blessings to those who undertake his work here in this vineyard. It's worth us thinking, how is it that we ourselves either fully do undertake his work with what he's given to us, or maybe do we not do as much, or maybe do we hardly do any at all? We need to realize that God calls us to take risks in our life and to take those risks to benefit ourselves and those around us. And so we have to put that extra trust in God and trust that he's watching out over us, that he's providing for us, and trusting that even when we find ourselves in difficult circumstances where our marriage might be at the end, where we lose a job, where one of our kids might get sick, where something may happen inside our country, which, seems to be really problematic, to trust in God, that he's going to give us those abundant blessings because we've trusted in him and believed in him. And we've realized it's not on our schedule, it's on his schedule. That's true trust inside there. But he doesn't want us just to go through life and do the minimum to get into heaven. He wants us to see the precious gift he gave us in this life and to use it to take care of other people in this life. In other words, to bring us joy to those around us. So today it might be worthy to kind of look at ourselves and do an assessment. What are the gifts that God gave me? How am I using them? Am I using them to my full potential? And if I'm not doing that, then maybe what I go off there I do is I say a prayer to the Holy Spirit and ask the Holy Spirit to help me in promoting God's gospel in the talents and the gifts that he's given me.